Hi, my name is Renee Andrews, and I would like to talk to you about recumbent trikes. Recumbent trikes are near and dear to my heart for several reasons. Let's talk about a scenario first. What would you do one day? Say you were walking along and everything, and you're at the top of your life, physical fit, and then all of a sudden everything comes crashing down. You had an injury. Maybe you had a heart attack. What about a stroke? What would you do? How would you handle it? Let me tell you how I handle my problem, because I had this happen to me. I have a back injury, and then about a year later I found out that I have a heart condition that cannot be fixed. I gained several pounds because, one, I was in denial, and I thought there was no other way I could enjoy one of my favorite pastimes, which is riding bikes. I could no longer operate on a traditional two-wheel bike because the seat would separate my hip from my spine. So then my family members started talking to me. And thank God they did, because I found a way to climb out of that hole piece by piece, grabbing every branch I could get to get out of that dark hole. And it clicked like a light bulb going off in my head. I remember a guy that showed me several years ago bike called a recumbent trike. Well, what makes this trike so special for people that have injuries, disabilities? It was opened up a whole new life for me. People with disability could use these things. People that have injuries like me could use these people, and they could benefit the elderly so they could be more mobile. By the end of this presentation, I will show you them 3 points. But first, I'm going to define what a recumbent trike is. Next, I'm going to show you how it helps a person that has a disability or an injury. And then I'm going to show you how it helps elderly keep more mobile in their life as they get older. To understand what a recumbent trike is, we have to first know what the definition is. What defines this trike? What makes it so different than a normal traditional two-wheel bike? Wikipedia defines a recumbent trike as a trike or a bike, because yes, they do make recumbent bikes, as a bike or trike that puts a person in the reclined position, much like a lazy boy chair. So, now we understand what the definition of recumbent trike is. But how can they help people? What makes them so special? How can they help the disabled? How can they help the injured? For one, they have better safety. You sit up, you're looking out as you sit in the seat, much like your lazy boy looking at your TV. You have shorter distance to fall because now you're closer to the ground. And 3, you get noticed. You ride one of these bikes, you're going to get noticed by a car going past you. They're comfortable. Look at the riding position of this Trike Zoomer. You're in a seat, big 16-inch seat. People like me that are obese, I don't have to lean over my stomach anymore. I'm leaning back. I'm comfortable. It helps me circulate and work that fat. It helps with my health. My feet are in line. I can push easier. And my heart condition. The pedals are even with my heart. It helps keep this flow of circulation and blood to help keep that swelling down on my legs. What about people with disabilities that can't have balance issues, or they can't use one side of their hand or their body because they have a stroke? There's several different things that these can do. Trike is a great bike, like this one here. They believe in being part of the solution, not part of the problem. Anything you can think of, they can modify this bike to. They can move your brakes and your controls all to one side, no matter what side is disabled by the disability. We can put hand pedals on these bikes. You have clip-ins if you have balance issues. No fear of falling on a normal two-wheel bike, because look, you're on 3 wheels. You can stay clipped in and eat that sandwich. Also, the 3 wheels, harder to fall over. And if they do fall over, they'll land on their wheels, just go along for the ride. A lot safer. Plus, cars will notice you. Hey, come on. Wouldn't you notice this? Okay, so now we've talked about how they can handle help the disabled people. But what about the elderly? I don't know about you, but I want to be a cool grandpa or grandma out there. I want to go on cruises. I don't want to be this. I mean, come on. This doesn't fit in a car very well. Actually, I have to tote it around with a minivan. So what can I do? Evolve makes a trike that will fit into a suitcase. It folds up so tight it goes in half of a smart car. You just flip it over a couple of times. ARP recommends these trikes to the elderly to help mobile because they got trikes that are so high, especially TerraTrike has a TerraTrike Rover that sits up like you're sitting in your coffee table chair. Plus you can get a tandem. If you have problems with pedaling, it's 2 people bike. So, why not? In this presentation today, I've showed you how these bikes help people with disabilities, help people that are elderly, help people that have injuries, what they are, and how they can help. I don't know about you, but I want to be able to get out there and live life. This bike's going to give me my freedom. If you get a chance, stop by a bike store today. You might have a family member that has had a stroke or a heart attack. Take them up there. Try one out yourself. The only thing you're going to get is what's known as permanent grin because, come on, we're riding around in an adult Hot Wheel. We all remember the Hot Wheels when we were kids. I don't know about you, but I want my rights. And I personally believe this TerraTrike's going to give me my right, which is everybody, no matter who you are in this world, deserves the right to ride. Anybody have any questions? If you have any questions, you can either ask me now or I'll be in the foyer outside with some handouts if you want any more information. Thank you and have a good day.